people, this is Sharpino here. Welcome you guys to week 2 of the PMC Wi-Fi League battles. This week we're taking on the Seattle Smeargles. Best of luck to their coach. Coach for them will be in the description down below. So if you want to go ahead and check out what he's bringing to the party, what he's doing, what he's going to try and do to beat us, go ahead and check him out. But hopefully today we're going to go ahead and hopefully get the W in this one. But if you guys haven't checked out the team builder that was put up yesterday, so you guys can see what we brought, why we brought it, and so forth. So, getting connected right now, single battle. Let's do this, people. We're going to go ahead and pick our teams. So we're good to go. Best of luck to the Seattle Smeargles. I really hope that we could do well. Alright guys, we're back participating in Pokemon Arena again. Let's go ahead and see what he's brought for us for this week. Let's see if I was correct. Okay, so we're going to see that Kyurem Black. We're going to see that Rotom Heat. Doesn't bring the Vaporeon. That's actually pretty good, because my team actually doesn't do very good. So we're going to see Kyurem Black, Rotom Heat, Delibird, Gliscor, Escadrille. He did bring the Escadrille, and the Roserade. So 1, 2, 3, 4, I got correct. He didn't bring the Victini, which I'm actually surprised about. But then again, considering we've got a lot of checks for it, I'm not surprised. So, looking at his team, he has no way of getting rid of, unless he runs like Hyper Cutter, Gliscor. So, what are my options? I'm going to go ahead, because we pretty much know he has speed, unless he's got like a Choice Scarf on his team. I'm going to go ahead and lead off with Tapu Koko. And the reason for that is because if he wants to go ahead and start things off with either the Escadrille or the Roserade, we can go ahead and just swap straight into the Escadrille. The only problem is we're giving him 3 turn-step rocks, which is a bit of an issue because we don't have any spinners in our team. So once the hazard is set, it's set. So we are going to start with Tapu Koko. He is going to be our first Pokemon here today. Best of luck to the Seattle Smeargles. Let's get this started. So, if I had to guess which Pokemon I would assume he's going to start things off with, it would be in fact but I think we'll go ahead and get his team. Escadrille, Kyurem Black, no Victini, Gliscor's in there, Roserade's there, Rotom Heat's there, and Delibird's here. So Delibird's a bit of a wild card here, so I'll be interested to see how he's going to play it out. He's going to start with Toaster, which is the Rotom Heat, as we start off with the Tapu Koko. So I'm actually interested to see what he actually wants to do here. So what I want to do is I want to see what he actually wants to do here. So we do have Taunt on this Tapu Koko, but I'm not sure if I want to get rid of to make it known right now. So we could go for a Volt Switch. But if he goes for Will-O-Wisp, it does leave me. You know, it's just gosh. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and fire for Taunt, expecting him to go for a stat move. So he could go for Will-O-Wisp, he could go for Thunder Wave, he could go for whatever. I'm just going to go ahead and fire off a Taunt. If he tries to set up anything like a Substitute or a Will-O-Wisp or some sort of stat, I'll know with the Taunt. The question is, what is he going to do? Knowing that Tapu Koko is our first choice. So he could either Volt Switch out, which I would assume that's what he's going to do. I could have done that as well, but I just wanted to see what he wanted to do with us here. Because he could just easily swap out into the Escadrille, expecting to go for the Volt Switch. And if I go for the Taunt, and he brings in... So I go ahead, we go for the Taunt here, and we're going to see this go for a Paint Split. Okay, perfect, we kind of predicted that, so that is fantastic. So now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead... What is like the Levitate? I'm just trying to think what my likelies are. More likely he's going to go into doing the... He could go for the Volt Switch, so I'm going to go ahead and swap into the Flygon, expecting him to go for either the Volt Switch. So we're going to go ahead, bring in Flygon, which is obviously a good check for. And then since we've got the Will-O-Wisp up, we know that we can go ahead. So he's actually going to go ahead and swap out as well, and he's going to bring in Batman, which is the Gliscor. So he's got that poison on there. So this is actually interesting. I should have probably stayed in there, but okay. So the good news is he doesn't have any fairy types on his team. That is a good thing because since he doesn't have any fairy types, so what does he want to go for? What does he want to go for? That's obviously going to be his physical check. He go for the poison. I'm going to go ahead and swap into Skarmory, expecting him to go for either the Toxic or the Stealth Rocks. And at least then we can try and set up our own sort of hazards and just try to work around this Glyceco. Because I've got a feeling this Glyceco is going to try to do some wild shenanigans here. So we're going to go ahead, bring in Skarmory. Let's see what this Glyceco wants to do here. Go for Substitute. Okay, so I've got a feeling this this Glyceco is going to be a huge problem for us. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So now that we know that, fuck. I was afraid of this. He's going to start setting up on us. I reckon he's going to go for the Swords Dance play. So I'm going to go ahead and swap into Slowking. Now Slowking, we can go for Dragon Tail. I don't know if Dragon Tail works on the substitute. I really hope it does. As it goes for Knockoff. So maybe that was the best move he could have done. So he got rid of that. Okay, so let me just double check. I just need to double check something quickly. Dragon Tail work on substitutes. I need to double check this quickly because that determines what kind of move I'm going to go for. Does Dragon Tail break from the attack? I'm trying to be quick about this. Fuck. If it's behind the substitute. No, the target will not switch in if it's behind a shot. Only Roaring Whirlwind. Okay, so knowing that, we're going to go ahead and go for a substitute play. Scald. Because now we know that it basically doesn't work. Here he goes ahead and sets up the Toxic there. So we're pretty much saying substitute, knockoff. It's almost like a stall set pretty much. So he does get the poison off there. I'm going to go ahead and fire for Scald here. It is going to break the sub, which is good. Now I just want to think, what does he want to do here? He can either go for a Protect, which will determine his whole set. Keep saying Substitute, Earthquake, let's see, Substitute, Knockoff, then Toxic. Electric Surge is gone. So, one of two things is going to happen. Either one, he's going to swap into Roserade, expecting to go for the Skull, or two, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and fire for Psychic. Even if he goes for a swap into Roserade, my Psychic should be able to do the work here. So I'm going to go for a Psychic, expecting him to swap. He uses Protect. So okay, so this is pretty much a Toxic Stall setup play. Freaking Glyceco, fantastic. So Sub, Protect, Knockoff, and Sub, Protect, Knock, and Toxic. Alright, so basically what that means is we know now. I'm gonna still fire for Psychic. So we're gonna deal with this bullshit. We're gonna deal with the stalling fucking. Oh my god, this is gonna be so fucking annoying. He's just gonna go for a substitute. Oh my god, this is what I hate about this fucking game. It's a stupid fucking shit like this. I really hate it so much. Like, you guys have no idea. So he's gonna go for the poison heal, and we're gonna get more health loss. But I think now would be opportune to go ahead and swap out, because he's going to go ahead and do this again. I swear to God, I really hate Storm. If anything, I have a passion for hating Storm. Now I know that he doesn't have, so we should be able to our speed. If he goes for Protect, I'm going to go ahead and bring in Houndoom. If he goes for Protect, this will be perfect. If he does go for another substitute, then we're pretty much fucked. Man, this is so fucking annoying. This fucking Glyceco fucking piece of shit. He goes for Protect. Perfect! We made the right call. So now we've got Houndoom here. We know he doesn't have anything else, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to go for... Honestly, I reckon a Z-Power Flamethrower is actually needed right now. As much as I would love to go for the sunny day, a Flamethrower Sunny Day is going to do us the finest of work. If he swaps out though, it's going to be absolutely shit. He stays in, we're going to go for the Z-Power Flamethrower, but we had to actually do that because this piece of shit is just annoying as fuck to deal with. So we're going to go for a Z-Power Flamethrower, or Infernal Overdrive. Let's see how much damage it'll do. Hopefully we'll get the kill, because I really, really, really hate Storm. So this can break this wall here, that'll be fantastic. Down it goes, Whiteski's out of here, fuck a bitch up. Ugh! Can't stand bullshit. Ugh! Alright, so now that we've got rid of that little minor hurdle, let's move on to bigger and better things. Now, another thing we're going to worry about is, of course, obviously Kieran. B and A, that's probably Kieran Black. Yep. Right on schedule, Kieran Black. Alright. Now I'm just trying to think, what does Kieran Black want to do? Honestly, at this point, I don't think Houndom's going to do anything else to the rest of his team. So I'm just going to go ahead and just let it I'm just sack it off, just go for a flamethrower. Because I don't know what this Q wants to do. More like I know our speeds, because it's base 95. But I just want to see what he wants to do. If he wants to go for another set play as well, substitute, at least we can try and burn off the substitute. Because I don't like substitute. I don't. If you guys watched me in the last season, there was one player who now, he's the Phoenix Incineroars this season. Fusion Bolt. Okay, so he's gone straight for the electric type attack, which will probably more likely get the definite kill on us. I'll be very surprised if it doesn't. Yeah, that's going to go ahead and get the kill. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and bring in Tapu Koko. Now, I'm pretty sure, let me go ahead and quickly just check Hiram. I'm pretty sure it doesn't get access to any form of poison type move, like poison jab or something. I'd be very surprised if it does. But I mean, we do have expert belt on the Tapu Koko. We are max special attack. Does it get access to poison? Does he get access to poison? No, he does not get access to poison. So this will be a perfect turn for us. So I'm going to go ahead and fire off a Dazzling Gleam to see how much damage it is. Expert belt, I don't know how invested he is to HP. I haven't exactly calculated it. Probably should have done that before I made my move. But we've gone ahead and calculated. We're going to see how much damage this does. He has speed. That's a Scarf freaking... This is a Scarfer. This is a Scarf Kieran Black. Okay. So, now we've confirmed that it is a Scarf. Well, then that's perfect then. If he survives, perfect. Then we know exactly what to do now. So now that we know that, we're going to go ahead and swap into Flygon. Now that we know that is a Scarfed Kieran Black. That's actually, like I said, I had a feeling one of his Pokemon was going to be Scarfed because of, obviously, my Tapu Koko. So I'm going to go ahead and just go for, he's going to withdraw. Oh no. Poison Ivy. That's okay, but I would really like to go ahead and get that turn off there. So, now we're seeing a... Let's go ahead and fire off a Dragon Dance. We're good to go for a Dragon Dance here. Unless he goes for Sleep Powder, I'll be very surprised if he goes for Sleep Powder. But I'm going to go ahead and fire off a Dragon Dance, and then we should be good to go for one turn of Outrage, which will be pretty awesome if we can go ahead and get that. So we got one stage of attack, one stage of speed, and we're going to see Sleep Powder. And she actually lands it. Oh my god. Okay. This is what I kind of predicted. I kind of had a feeling that this was exactly what was going to happen. But I'm going to still stay. I'm going to go ahead for an Outrage. The thing is he going to swap into Kieran Black? If he swaps into Kieran Black, it'll be interesting. Because now we've got the Sleep Flygon. I'm just trying to think, what would he have in his team? He did have the Sleep Powder. I kind of let he might have Sleep Powder, and then I let my Pokemon fall asleep. So I'm just like, eh. So, is he going to swap out? If I just guess what he's going to swap out into, it'd probably be either the Rotom Heat or the Escadrille. One of the two. So now that we are speed, it's actually good, because we've got the Dragon Dance set up. Now the problem is if he brings in, well, I mean, we've got one turn of sleep guarantee, so he's going to swap out, and we're going to see Shady, which is Delibird, come in. It is Delibird. Now, if I had to guess what this Delibird is, I'm going to assume that this Delibird is in fact Choice Banded. Just because I don't see this kind of thing being anything else other than that. So, I'm going to go ahead and swap into the Slowking. Now, one of two things can happen to this. If he sets up a Swords Dance, then Slowking can still do some work because it has Foul Play. So we do have a guarantee set. The shit thing is though, Flygon is asleep. That's the only fuck thing about this whole thing, is that Sleep Powder landed. We did predict that, and then he did it. So we probably should have done the right thing and just, But we do have that Yachi berry, so on the off chance we do need to do something else, we do have that. So we're going to go ahead and bring in Slowking here. Let's see what this Delta wants to do. Let's go Fake Out. So that works out for us that's okay, I guess. But what do we want to get Slowking back to good health? So, because it's a check with Flygon, I'm going to go ahead and go for a Foul Play. I have a feeling this shady character, he's going to do some work to us. So I'm going to go for the Foul Play. Let's see what this shady wants to do to us. What does he want to do? He's going to withdraw. Okay, this is interesting. He's probably back into Poison Ivy. Yep, there you go. Probably should have gone for Psychic. Psychic would have been actually a pretty good call. But now he's going to see that we go for Foul Play. And we're going to see Leftovers. Okay, so we're going to Sleep Powder and Leftovers. So Resurrect, Sleep Powder. I wonder what kind of what moves it has. So I'm going to go ahead and swap. I'm going to expect the Grass type move to come our way, so I'm going to go ahead and swap it to Skarmory. And we're going to try to get these rocks set up, because if we get the rocks set up, then that Kyurem Black dies on impact. So, unless he brings in Escadrille to Rapid Spin them. Which will give us a free turn to do something, but it just comes down again to that Escadrille. So, Choice Scarf, Kyurem Black, interesting. I like that. I actually do like that. So, we're going to swap out here. Just trying to think what he could do. If he has HP Fire, that would actually be pretty... I'm going to predict myself here. If he has the HP Fire for my Skarmory, that would be pretty insane. He can do either one of two things. He can either set up he can either set up a substitute, which would be very annoying if he does. But we do have Whirlwind on the Skarmory. So he's actually going to double swap, go back into Toaster, which is the Random Heat, and just predict us to bring over Skarmory. Very nice, very nice. So he made the right call there. Fuck, what a douche, what a douche. But now I'm going to predict him to go for either the Volt Switch or the Will-O-Wisp. One of the two, because the way I see it is, this Toaster will try to go ahead and either set up, like I said, either Will-O-Wisp or the Volt Switch. Flygon would be the perfect sit-in for this one. So we're going to go ahead and bring it in. Let's see what he goes for. He goes for Will-O-Wisp. Perfect. Made the right call. Alright. So now I'm going to go ahead and go for a Dragon Dance under the Sleep. See what he wants to do here, because this Flygon checks that Rotom Heat very well. Problem is that Kyurem Black. We wake up, we're going to go for the Dragon Dance. No, don't tell me he went for a double Will-O-Wisp. Do not tell me he went for a double Will-O-Wisp expecting us to wake up on that first turn. If he did, I swear to God. He went for Dark Pulse. Okay. Okay there, buddy. Alright. Let's go ahead, let's go for a big old Outrage. We're going to go for a +1 attack Outrage from a Jolly Flygon. This is going to yield some interesting results. So we go for a +1 Outrage. Let's see how much damage it does to Toaster. It almost gets the kill, not enough to get the kill. Okay, so that's pretty bad. That is pretty bad. That is a pretty defensive invested Rotom. That's another Leftover. So let's run through this Rotom Heat here. So we've seen Willow, Dark Pulse, and we've seen Pain Split. So more likely this was a defensive thing. So more likely I'm going to assume that that's the entire set of Rotom Heat. So that was like a physical wall Rotom Heat. Now, more likely he can swap into either Escadrille or Kyurem. At this point, Flygon really can't do anything else. So, Flygon, yeah, being burnt. He's going to go ahead and withdraw. More likely going to bring in Escadrille, which is the Beedrill. Yeah, that's the Escadrille. The Beedrill. Let's see how much a +1 Outrage does to a Escadrille. Let's see what it does. That does not too much. Are we going to get 3 turns of Outrage? Yes, we are. We're going to get 3 turns of Outrage, so at least we know we have speed. The only problem is, Flygon's really a lost cause at this point. Really, Flygon really can't do anything else. At the very least, we know we outspeed the Escadrille. That much we do know. Unless he's got a Choice Scarf Escadrille as well. Which, I mean, doubling up on items, I guess it happens. You know, you have to double up, you have your Escadrille, and I guess the Kyurem Black to answer to Tapu Koko. Which would make sense. But we're going to get another Outrage off. Let's see what this Beedrill wants to do. Stealth Rock? Is he going to go for Stealth Rock? Is the question. He goes for Brutal Swing. Okay, some very interesting moves to say the least from this from the Escadrille. I'm going to go ahead and fire off an Earthquake and hopefully get the kill on this Escadrille, because at this point, like I said, Flygon really can't do anything else. So if we can go for this Earthquake and we get the kill on the Escadrille, because they can +1 under attack, under burn, at this point should still be able to get the kill, unless he has defensive investment in HP and defense. So, you know, we're just weighing our options here, we're just doing some, you know, back and forth, hey, you know. What's he gonna do? Is he gonna worry about my confusion? That's the thing. Because, I mean, at this point, Escadrille, if it's Choice Scarf, can definitely answer to the Tapu Koko. That's if it's Choice Scarf. Just weighing up my options here. Should I go? I'm going for Earthquake, just waiting for him to make his decision. So, is he worried about me finding through confusion enough for the Earthquake to fall through? If it doesn't, we still get one free turn with him and then we can go for a different move, which would be nice. Then again, I think +1 attack into myself and burn might be able to get the kill on myself. Man, he's taking his time on this. He's really thinking this through about whether +1 Escadrille is going to get done by an Earthquake. We're going to fight through. We fight through! We land that Earthquake! Let's go! Get that kill on that Escadrille! Let's go! Woo! Alright! Second Pokemon down. Alright, awesome. So, Flygon kills Escadrille. Awesome! All the ground types are gone. So now, my Tapu Koko can come out to play. Yes, let's go. Oh, that's awesome. That is absolutely awesome. This is exactly what I wanted. Basically, now all the ground types are gone. Basically, Tapu Koko can have some fun in the sun. Now, Shady's going to be here. We're going to go ahead and probably see him go for, I would say, an Ice Shard. I just want to go ahead and see if he has Ice Shard. We're just going to go for a Stone Edge. Yeah, there's the Ice Shard. And we're going to see the Yachi Berry go off and it's going to do absolutely nothing. So, you know, that was kind of expected, you know, but it was an answer for the, that there. So now, this thing could be sashed. Actually, I did not even think about that. This thing could actually be sashed. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and bring in the Skarmory. And I think now would be the most opportune time to go ahead and set rocks. Now would be the finest of moments to get those rocks set up. Now, I'll be very surprised to see what this Delibird wants to do here. So I'm going to go ahead and fire off the Stealth Rock. Now, Stealth Rock is still going to do very well at this point. It's going to do damage to the Rotom Heat. It's still going to do damage to the Kyurem Black. Actually, hold on. They would actually kill both Rotom Heat and Kyurem Black. Since he doesn't have any defaulters, this would be perfect then. This will be absolutely perfect. The only thing is now, if he swaps into the Kyurem Black now, we pretty much burned a turn. But then we just go for Whirlwind off the Sturdy and then that's it. And then it's locked, unless he can get rid of it. So, at least now we've got a bit of a plan this time. Even though we've lost some Pokemon already, we've lost two, basically 4-4. So I mean, it's a pretty even paced match this one here. But I feel like we've got the advantage because our ultimate matchups are better than his. And once we set up these Stealth Rocks, because he has no way of getting rid of the rocks, it pretty much puts us in a more finer position. So we've seen what the Rotom Heat can do. It's got the Pain Split. He's going to go withdraw. He's going to probably bring in the Rotom Heat. Toaster, there you go. So he's going to try to go off for a Pain Split or something. So we go ahead, set up that Stealth Rock. And more likely, like I said, we're going to go ahead and see that Pain Split going off. So now I'm going to look at what is my weakest Pokemon on my team here. So what I think I should do is, I'm just trying to think, because like I said, Pain Split's definitely coming. That much I do know. More like he's going to have speed. So I'm going to go ahead and bring Slowking, expecting him to go for the Pain Split. Because I mean, I think Rotom will definitely have speed. That much I do know. We're going to see Slowking come out. Now the rocks are in play. Whirlwind and Dragon Tail take on another meaning. So there's the Pain Split. Like I said, I kind of predicted this was going to happen. He's going to go back to the green. And he's going to get back that health, which is, I mean, good for him. But at this point, I don't think Slowking can do much else. The rest of his team is the Roserade, which will definitely destroy it. Kyurem Black will definitely destroy it. So I'm going to go ahead and fire off a Dragon Tail to pretty much flip the Rotom out of here. Because he could go for Volt Switch, but I don't want to predict him going for a Will-O-Wisp, expecting me to swap into Krookodile. So you should definitely... And plus it's defensive, so I don't think it would actually kill though. But at least if we go for the Volt Switch, if he does go for the Volt Switch, if he doesn't bring in Kyurem Black, we go for the Dragon Tail, bring us something else, and he can just take extra rocks damage. Which I mean would be pretty nice for us. I mean it's kind of lit, you know. Just wait for him to make his turn. Come on, buddy. You haven't got all day. Let's go. Let's go. Well, I'm interested to see why he chose Dark Pulse as his final move instead of Overheat. I wonder what he was trying to counter my team. That would be, you know. So he does go in fact for the Volt Switch. So that is not going to get the kill on us. Now, if he brings in Roserade, this would be fantastic because then we can Dragon Tail, swap in Dragon Tail into either the Kyurem Black or into the back into Rotom. And then we die and then we get a fresh clean swap in on something with say like Krookodile or the Tapu Koko. Shady is back. So Shady's going to come back. I think he's basically sacking this thing off. So he's going to go ahead and do that. We're going to go for a Dragon Tail. And we missed the Dragon Tail! Are we serious? What the hell? Why? 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 What the... Why is this happening to me? Why? Fucking hell, we missed the critical Dragon Tail. Oh my god. What the fuck? Ugh. Now, if he swaps into the Toaster again, no, you know what? We just keep going for Whirlwind. At this point, we have no objective going for Whirlwind. Because this thing can't touch Skarmory. Fucking hell, man. 90% accurate Dragon Tail, it misses. On a critical thing, too. Oh, he does have a fucking Rapid Spinner. Oh, shit. I did not know that. I did not know that. So that's why... Oh, my gosh. What the hell? And Kyurem Black is going to get swapped in here. Alrighty then, buddy. Now, again, now we're going to play a bit of predictions here. We're going to predict. Is he going to go for Fusion Bolt or is he going to go for a Dragon type move? I just really have to weigh up my options here. Fusion Bolt. Outrage. It is Choice Scarf, so whatever he goes for, he's going to lock himself into. I'm going to swap into the Krookodile. I'm going to swap into the Krookodile, expecting him to go for the Electric type move. If he goes for the Electric type move, fantastic. If he in fact goes for the Electric type move. If he doesn't, we might be in a bit of trouble. So he does stay here. We're going to go for Krookodile. Please tell me he went for the Electric type move. Iron Head. Okay, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. So... I'm going to go for... So the rest of his team, let's look at the rest of his team. So he's got the Kyurem Black, the Roserade, Rotom Heat, and the Delibird. More likely he's just going to go ahead, I'm just going to go for a knockoff to get the guaranteed kill. At this point, this is all we can do here. He goes for another Iron Head. It does get a lot of damage. He's trying to go for that flinch. He doesn't get the knockoff off. And we're going to reveal that Choice Scarf once it collapses. And in fact, yep, there's a Choice Scarf. And we get that Moxie boost. So now one of two things can happen. Either one, he could go for the Delibird, try to go for the Ice Shard play, which I mean more likely would be the way to go. I mean, I'd be very surprised if he doesn't, but this Delibird having Ice Shard is now causing a bit of a problem for us. Like I said at the start of the battle, the Delibird was going to be the wild card. So the fact that he has the Delibird, Poison Ivy's going to bring in actually. Huh, this is actually interesting. Why would you do that? So I'm going to go for another knockoff. I don't know why he didn't go for the Delibird. Delibird Ice Shard would just insta-kill. So we're going to go for, we're +1. We do have that Choice Scarf. So we should have speed. I mean, what's this Poison Ivy's deal though? I don't understand. What is he trying to do? Unless this Poison Ivy's Choice Scarf as well. It's the only thing I can think of why he would bring it out here on a Krookodile, you know? Unless he doesn't think with Choice Scarf. That's the thing. We're bluffing the fact that we're Choice Scarf. So we're going to go for that knockoff. And it's going to knock out that Poison Ivy. Let's go! And now we're at +2. Leftovers. Let's go! Woo! That's what I'm talking about. Yeah! Alright, so we've totally kind of bluffed him into thinking we're not Choice Scarf, but we are. Ah! But he should have gone for Delibird. Like, why wouldn't you go for Delibird, Ice Shard, get insta-kill? Like, that's... I don't understand the thoughts behind that play. And Shady's going to come back now. So, now... Like I said, more like he's going to go for that Ice Shard, so we're going to go ahead and go into Skarmory. Man, like I said, we're going to have this battle. Oh my god, this battle, people. This battle. So we go ahead, swap out. I'm going to bring back in Skarmory. What does this thing want to do here? It goes fake out, and we dodge. What? Oh, hustle. Oh, that's what hustle. Right, okay. Now I get you. Alright, so... I'm going to go ahead and set up a Toxic. Now, let me explain my reasoning. I'm going to set up a Toxic to damage it, Stealth Rocket, and then Whirlwind it out. And then it's dead. Destiny Bond. Okay, this is exactly what I was worried about. So, having a Destiny Bond there, he's hoping to take me down with it, but we're going to go ahead and go for that Toxic. Which is actually pretty nice. We managed to get that. So he might think we predicted that Destiny play. And I mean, we really didn't. We just like, So we go ahead and go for now Stealth Rock. Now, if he wants to go ahead and Destiny Bond again, that's fine. You just give me an opportunity to start with Stealth Rocks. And then if he swaps onto the Rotom Heat now, it's dead, basically. It is gone. Because then what happens is, now that he's under 50%, he does withdraw. Yes! Yeah! Alright! Yes, 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 yes! This is exactly what I was waiting for. So we go ahead and start the Stealth Rocks. Now that Delibird is gone, there is no way that this thing can come back to get us. So now one of two things can happen here. One of two things can happen. Number one, he could try to go for the Volt Switch. But Volt Switch is his only move. So really, he can't do anything. So we're good to go ahead and fire for Toxic. If he wants to Will-O-Wisp, that's fine. We still go for the Toxic and we are good to go. Only thing is if he goes for Volt Switch though, he made the best play. Because if he goes for Volt Switch, he goes for Will-O-Wisp. So we made the right play going for Toxic. So I kind of had a feeling he was going to go for that. Predicting me swapping to like Krookodile or something. We go for Toxic, and this is going to be more vital than his Will-O-Wisp. So this is absolutely bananas right now. I am absolutely beside myself. So now, we see our leftovers. So unfortunately, leftovers is going to be a bit of a problem, but we're okay because now he's down to one Pokemon. He's down to one Pokemon. We can Whirlwind, kill the Delibird, and then we are good. So, man, I'm laughing. Like, I'm just surprised that he didn't have an Overheat on the Rotom Heat. Like, that's one of its prime moves. Like that's why you run Rotom Heat, you know? So I'm going to go ahead and go for a Whirlwind to kill the Delibird. Let Toaster take some extra damage. And just let the Poison do the work. At this point, that's all he can do. Well, again, very surprised that he doesn't have... So he's going to go for Wisp again. As we go for Whirlwind. We're going to go ahead and get the kill on that Delibird. And then we're going to go ahead get that extra Rocks damage on the Rotom Heat, and then we can just basically Toxic Stall it, because then you can't do anything else. So we're looking mighty fine, people, mighty fine. Alright. Alright, so what have we learned from today? Well, we learned that Subglaska is a fucking pain in the ass. That's the first thing I've learned. The second thing I learned is that you always have Overheat and Rotom. I thought that was just general basics, but apparently he felt the need to put Dark Pulse on for some reason. And that's just how he decided to play it. See, man, he's going to take that extra damage. Dope. So, what I can actually do here is go for the Taunt. We can go for a Taunt play. That would be actually pretty hilarious. I'm going to go ahead and fire for Roost. I'm pretty sure Volt Switch should not get the kill from this range. I'm just going to keep going for Roost and just Toxic Stall the shit out of it. That's all he can do. He can just go for Volt Switches and that's it. He's going to go for Paint Split. And eventually, what's going to happen is the Toxic is going to eventually wear it down. So just keep going for Roosts. And he can't do anything else. We've got the Recovery move. He's got Pain Split. The Toxic eventually is just going to stall it out. We have the leverage. We have leverage. you just watch how much damage the poison is going to start doing. So it starts to take more damage eventually. So what I think we should do is we should now actually go ahead now. I'm afraid of so you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to swap into Tapu Koko, go for the taunt, then swap it to Krookodile, and then we're safe because then he can't use any Willis for paint splits or anything. So I think that's actually the best way to go, actually. Because at least this will speed up the game, doesn't have to drag out this match to it. And the match is forfeited. Okay, so good game to the Seattle Smeargles. So we won that 3-0. We got the win the second round like we always do, so woo! Very excited about that. And yeah, stay tuned for next week's battle, next week's team prep, and hopefully we can do another win for the Sydney Krookodiles. So this is the coach of the Sydney Krookodiles saying, and I say this because I love you guys, and I'm the proud coach of the Sydney Krookodiles. Stay safe, stay sharp, and I'll catch you guys all next time. Later!